Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you guys how to make this bomb oxtail loaded baked potatoes. I hope you guys are ready for this one because it is absolutely delicious. But before I begin, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. As usual, I have to show you guys what I'm using for today's recipe. So I am using scotch bonnet pepper, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, parsley, thyme, olive oil, as well as some sugar, brown sugar, and salt. And also we are using pepper and adobo seasoning, soy sauce, and a little bit of sazon, one packet actually. And also we are using some diced tomatoes as well as the onion, and we have beef broth there as well. That's what you're going to need to cook the oxtail. And for the potatoes, here's what you need. You need 2 russet potatoes, unsalted butter, a little bit of heavy cream, as well as the cheese of your choice. I'm using yellow cheddar cheese for today's recipe. Now to begin, we're going to start by marinating our oxtail. I am going to be adding salt and pepper. Now for the salt measurement, you don't have to use the exact measurement that I use. Of course, salt is up to you guys on how much salt you want to add to your meat. Okay, now I'm adding the sazon as well as the adobo seasoning. Now we're adding the garlic. I like to use fresh garlic. Lately I've been using fresh garlic because I feel like it tastes better. I do like the flavor of garlic, so minced garlic, the pre-made one, for me it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Okay, so I am using that, and we're going to pour the soy sauce as well as the parsley and the thyme to give it a nice flavor. And you cannot forget the scotch bonnet. I removed the seeds of the scotch bonnet because I didn't want it to be too spicy. I want it to be bearable when I'm eating it. So now you're going to add the tomatoes as well as the onion. Once you have all of that in there, you are going to use your hand to massage all of that goodness into the meat. Now, once you're done marinating your meat, you can decide to put it in the fridge or just cook it right away, which is what I am about to do. So in my Dutch pot here, I am going to pour in the olive oil, and then I am going in with the brown sugar. Just pour that in. You're going to stir it until it's giving you like a dark brown color. Then we're going to sear the oxtail. Now if you want, you can use browning. Me personally, I don't like using browning for my oxtail. I've been using the brown sugar method for a long time and it never disappoints me, so I am always going for the brown sugar over the browning. And I know a lot of you guys probably asking, is it going to be sweet? No, it's not going to be sweet. So trust the process. It depends on how much brown sugar you add in there, which is why I have all the measurement below for you guys. So once one side is nice and golden brown, or not too golden brown, maybe like a brown color, it's nice and seared, you're going to flip it over and sear the other side, which normally take about 2 minutes on medium high heat. Ooh, look at that. Now I am going to pour in my veggies. We're going to let them sit and simmer for about 5 minutes. Once your 5 minutes is over, you're going to add in your beef broth. Now you can sear them as well, but there's no need for searing because once everything is done cooking, you will not even able to see them. So we're going to let them simmer for about 5 minutes and then we can add our beef broth. Now I'm going to pour in the beef broth, about 3 cups. You're going to let this simmer on low or medium low. Medium low for about 2 hours, okay? Do not touch it. Well, you might have to occasionally stir it just because you don't want it to burn at the bottom. But 2 hours, by 2 hours, it should be nice and tender and falling off. Look at that. Like, what? Is it the same oxtail we was just cooking like about, what, a minute ago? Yes, it is. It's nice and tender. And let me tell you the flavor that's on here. You can just take this and pour it over a bed of rice and eat it. Oh my God, it's so flavorful. All right, now what you're going to do is basically shred your oxtail into pieces. Just separate the bones from the meat because we are about to move on to our potatoes. Now I'm just going to set that aside. Moving on to my potatoes. This is how you bake potatoes. You are going to take a fork, poke some holes on the potatoes, and make sure you wash them before you bake them, of course. I'm sure you guys know that already. Now I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on there for the skin. You want the skin to be nice and fresh. Once it's done, it's not wrinkly. I don't know if you've seen baked potatoes before. Once you're done that, you are going to take foil and just wrap them into a foil and you're going to bake them. Now you can also microwave them because today I had time. I decided to bake them. To bake them, it takes about 60 to 50 minutes. It depends on the size of your potatoes, of course. You are going to bake them on 425 for 450 to 60 minutes. Now, if you want to microwave them, it'll take you less time, literally about 10 minutes. I do have a recipe on how to microwave potatoes. I will leave that below for you guys. Now, once your potatoes are nice and done and soft, you are going to remove them from the foil and slice them right in the middle. Now, you are going to remove the potato flesh and you are going to place them into a bowl. Now here are my potato skin. I am going to set them aside. I am working on this right here. So here's what you do with your potato flesh. You're going to season it with salt and pepper. Then you are going to be adding in the butter You can also add melted butter, but my potatoes was already hot, so I just added the whole butter in there. Now I am going to be adding in the heavy cream. I'm using a hand mixer to just mix it together. It's very optional. I shouldn't even use it because I didn't want to confuse you guys, but you don't really need it. You can use a fork. Then stir everything together. Once you are done, you don't want to make it too creamy because this is not mashed potato. This is regular baked potato. Okay, so I have to have some chunks in there. So now I am going to be adding in some of the oxtail meat in there, as well as some of the cheese, the cheddar cheese, and also I'm adding in some of that sauce from the oxtail. Yes, it's going to be so good, I know. So now this is what we're working with. You don't want to over mix it because you don't want it to be, you want the color of the potato to be showing. You don't want it to be too mixing. So now I am going to take the potato and just place it back, the flesh of the potato. Just place it back into the potato skin, if you know what I'm saying. Now you can stuff it as much as you want, and if you see one of the potato skin is missing, don't ask why. Okay, so now we're just going to stuff it until we can't stuff it no more. And we are also going to add some cheese on top, and as well as the chunks of the oxtail meat. This right here, y'all, when I tell you have to try this, I recommend this 100%. This right here is a must try, I repeat. And now I'm going to add cheese on the last one, and also I am going to be adding the oxtail meat on top as well. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be the best loaded, super loaded baked potato you'll ever taste. When I tell you, just trust me, okay? So now once you are done, you're going to bake this one more time for about 10 minutes just to melt the cheese. And then at this point, you are ready to eat. Look at this. And of course I have to top it off with more oxtail. And there you have it. I recommend this 100%. You guys have to try this for yourself to see what I'm talking about. This was definitely a big fat yay in my book because this right here was so flavorful. Let me tell you, it was so good. Try it out. Let me know how you guys like it. But as always, I want to thank you guys for watching today's recipe. Do not forget to thumbs it up for me, please, please, please. That's how you can help me out, just by giving the video a like. That helps YouTube knows the video was a nice recipe and YouTube going to send it out to more people. So be sure to do that for me, please, please, please. And I will see you beautiful people on the next recipe. Bye.